The US FCC is proposing sweeping new rules that would fast-track cell towers into neighborhoods across the country.
That's why we're adding to the FCC's Build America agenda this month. We're going to be voting on 2 new initiatives to accelerate infrastructure builds, just like the one we're seeing here. We're taking a look at permitting reform, both on the wireline side and the wireless side as well. So we can take the successes in places like here in Malvern, Arkansas, and extend it to communities across the country. Look forward to getting this across the finish line.
And they plan to do it by stripping away local control. That means limiting the power of your city, county, and state to use community-driven rules like setbacks, aesthetics, or protections for environmental or historic areas.
In particular, the notice seeks comment on state and local regulations surrounding the deployment of macro towers, fees, delays, and other barriers to wireless infrastructure construction.
This is an unprecedented power grab. If passed, towers could be automatically approved, even if the community objects.
First, the FCC on my watch will focus on unleashing high-speed infrastructure builds. That means modernizing the regulations that have been driving up costs and holding back internet builds.
The FCC is even considering preempting state and local regulations on artificial intelligence, AI, asking whether it should override any local AI rules that might limit the provider's ability to use AI tools. They also want to narrow the definition of aesthetics, preempt zoning rules, cap local fees, and block communities from requiring independent RF radiation testing.
Our Build America agenda includes efforts to further streamline the many regulations that stand in the way of infrastructure projects. So under my leadership, the FCC will be taking a fresh look at how the agency can use our authorities under the Communications Act, including our authorities in Section 253 and 332, to make it easier to build out internet infrastructure. We're also going to look at NEPA and environmental regulations, which for too long have held back builds, and we have a unique window of opportunity right now, particularly in light of some new Supreme Court decisions, to cut some of the red tape there as well.
This is an industry giveaway, one that the wireless industry has been pushing for years. It is essentially a corporate takeover of our public spaces, giving telecom companies the power to dictate what gets built, where it gets built, and who must live with the consequences. People deserve a voice. Cell towers can drop property values, increase fire risk, contain hazardous materials, and they emit radiation that hundreds of scientists say is not safe. The US hasn't updated its radiation limits since 1996, and a federal court told the FCC to explain how its limits protect children, but the FCC has not responded. We have in the United States limits for cell tower radiation that are 10 to 100 times more lenient than many other countries. Children and families should not be collateral damage in the race to fast-track cell towers. We need to fast-track science-driven protections, oversight, accountability, and transparency, not industry-driven federal preemption. Please join us at Environmental Health Sciences by signing the petition, contacting your state and federal legislatures through our letter writing tool, and talk to your community. Contact your officials. Ask them to submit to the FCC. We must preserve local control when it comes to cell towers, and it will take every one of us. Thank you.